He cannot speak. He has no tongue.
Man, once again, we are back. Look, I like this little corner piece right here. We can jump in and have a good time. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's like episode 8 Learns season 4, along with one and only, more or less. Everybody's ready to learn something. I'm ready to learn something. You ready to learn something?
No.
Oh,
Nope.
okay. No.
I'm taking a break from that learning stuff. We've done a lot of episodes, and I've feel like I've taught you a lot of stuff, and all of our visitors has learned a lot of stuff. I don't
Mhm.
know. Nope. We're gonna take a break from teaching.
Okay. And what do we have in store for today?
We are not going to talk about things in the past.
Mm. Mm.
Today
So,
we're going to talk about things in the future.
the future, you say?
We're going to Nostradamus.
Look. I try not to look ahead at the slides when I put these together, but I saw that one. I was like, you know what? That's really creative. I like that. That's super, super creative.
So you know who that is, right?
That's Pablo Picasso and
Yeah.
do
you know what he's holding?
A telescope and a compass.
Sure.
Yeah.
Telescope, but it's like an old school compass.
There you
It's
go.
not a north-south compass.
There you go. I fixed your name.
What'd you change? What am I now? Where? What are you talking about? Oh, Nostradamus. Okay, that right there.
It's appropriate.
Why does it give me the option to say what my name is coming into your studio if you can just change it anyway?
Because it's my studio. Welcome back.
So did you steal your name from our last episode, Lord Omar?
I did. Lord Omie D. As you know, it's quite exciting. You know, well, sometimes your greatness precedes you, and there's nothing else you can do about it. Hey, make sure you go to podcastforums.com, sign up for a subscription. It supports us. That's how we keep this thing going. Without it, I have to sell pictures on OnlyFans, and
I'm his only subscriber.
It's just cycling the money around.
In the circle. Yeah, it doesn't help.
It's just ridiculous. So no, look, we're getting back to it. So we got predictions. You're predicting a bunch of weird stuff.
I don't know about weird. Might be scary. Might be weird. I don't know. It'll be up to you to decide if it's weird or not.
Okay.
All I know is that I've been staying up late at night thinking about some things, thinking about the world. I'm like, you know what? These things are coming to me, and I just know it. Like these, like you heard it here first. Yes.
All right. I can't wait. So soon as one of these things happen, like Tiger Woods makes a new video game next year.
Did you predict that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you called it.
I did. I called it.
No, we're calling it. We are calling it here.
Right here. Tiger Woods makes a new video game.
So what are some of the great predictions ever happened in the world?
The Cowboys would win. I don't know. What are some of the greatest predictions? Nostradamus made a lot of a lot of his predictions were kind of like vague and something
true,
weird,
like hundreds of years before he predicted Hitler. He predicted, they say Trump, might be the same prediction. They say he predicted end of the world in like 2034 or something. He was known in his time for great predictions as well, not just like future predictions.
Say what? Like what?
I have no notes for this. I just know his name as the great predictor.
All right, well, screw it.
Yeah,
let's get on with the show.
No notes. Pure because I don't have any notes about the past.
Yeah, it's true. You only have no. I mean, you do have notes about
predictions
the past.
about the future. So, like, let's talk through it, and maybe I'm wrong. So let's figure it out. Prediction number 1: there will not be a World War III
ever.
And I'm not just talking about this Russian-Ukraine BS. I'm talking about ever.
Yeah.
And I think that it is not something that will ever come about. And I think what we're seeing happen with Russia and Ukraine is absolute proof of it. because Russia was one supposed to be a dominant world force, and they
Mm-hmm.
can't even properly take over Ukraine. So one there, like the defenses that this world now has, nobody's invading anybody. It's not.
Yeah,
It's
you're right.
just not going to happen. Not to say that there won't be like shifting tides somewhere. You know, like I'm sure Mexico will take over the U.S. at some point. That's fine,
Woo!
but it won't be the great upbringing of a world war. And I think not just the weakness that we're seeing in Russia and their inability to take over a country, but all the other countries in the world with
Mm-hmm.
their powers, with superpower, minor power, political power, money power, the sanctions, political pressure, all this stuff. Nobody's ever going to be able to do something big again.
Okay. Okay.
I
I
don't
can
think
kind
so.
of, I can kind of agree with that. Maybe not with all of the sanctions and that, but like I'm really starting to because I don't know how much the uh, the internet or globalization is really affecting the results of this war. And since we don't get to be within Mother Russia, uh,
Right.
we don't get to know how the people are truly feeling about what's going on over there. But I think, like you said, like I think there's a lot of internet things that'll be involved with this. I think you have a lot of hackers that are out there doing stuff. And then you are right, like you're sanctioning a lot of people. And it's very easy to sanction people now with the internet because you can just be like,
Mhm.
well, let's cut off all of the Visa credit cards. And then you're like, now you have the major designers saying that they're not going to sell any more of their products in Russia anymore. Like,
Mhm.
you're just taking
And
people like you can't they're literally taking them back to communism by themselves.
and war is no longer a land grab. I mean,
No.
it's an attempted land grab, but it's an economic grab. And
Yeah.
so if in an attempt to take over something that's 5% more land, you're going to lose 50% of your economy. You're
Yep.
not going to do it.
Nope.
The benefit to war is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely gone.
I agree. Yeah, especially as we know it. Like you said, how dare you throw that at me, you jerk? Like just to have someone go out, like you said, and lose. I mean, like maybe Desert Storm and Operation, maybe Iraq was the last real like war that we've seen. We'll see multiple allies putting troops on the ground to prevent one force to stop. Because even after,
But even that
uh,
wasn't a world war.
no, well, that's true. So no, yeah, I think we're done with world wars. I think,
Yep. Done.
yeah, yeah, I
Done.
agree. Okay,
Done.
well, can't
Done.
argue with that. No more World War III.
No more. Come
All
back.
right,
Come back when it doesn't happen, and I'll be right.
all right. So I
All right.
think you're gonna win on that one.
All right.
You
Let's
know,
go.
let's roll.
Rural areas will become far more important and more used than urban areas. The inner city will slowly lose its appeal.
Hell yeah,
High rises will not be what they once were.
hell yeah.
And the countrysides, these smaller towns, everything, because we're going to get high speed internet everywhere. It's like the innovation of the telephone is now going to be just high speed internet everywhere. So there's no excuse anymore to not have high speed. And so many companies are able and willing to go work from home that you're going to see the majority of people moving out of the inner city into rural areas, growing those neighborhoods. You're going to have people that will be able to afford living, not have to live in the cities as much as possible, and we're going to see that much sooner than later.
Oh my gosh, you might be the greatest predictor of the future since Miss Cleo. I
Obviously, I'm not alone on this one. I don't think this one's a stretch, but I think this is just something to be aware of where we're going in the future.
no, I totally feel this because I want to do this, and I've been looking at the internet situations
Hmm.
that's going on there in the urban
Country. Hmm.
areas, and what's the deal? Got people saying what's going on in the shoe. But yeah, I'm about that life. So yeah, work from home forever,
Yeah, yeah,
and
I
move to
think
the
it's coming.
country.
Obviously, it's not for everybody, but it's you no longer have to move to the big city to have the big jobs.
Nope. We could bring all of our big money to the country and have a nice town and everything, and have cheese corny dogs. Anyway,
Yep, cheese corny dogs right around the corner.
woo, let's do it. I'm with that one. Okay, 2 for 2 right now, right?
Bam,
All
bam.
right.
All right,
Okay.
this one, I
Oh
hate to say it,
no,
but it's gonna happen.
not
An
me.
an unexpected icon will die very
Not me.
soon, and
No.
I don't mean like the unfortunate taking of like Gilbert Godfrey recently or Betty White, who some of those, with underlying diseases or age, it's not unexpected.
Are you
I mean,
saying?
it's gonna be big, and I don't mean like Lord Omie D big. So that's not what I'm saying. But I mean
Okay.
it's gonna be like Elvis big or James Dean big or
Okay.
JFK big
Okay.
or
That kind of
um,
small big, not Lord Omi D big.
yeah.
Gotcha.
And I mean
Totally.
we're gonna lose
Totally. Whew.
like uh, one of the Kardashians or Will Smith
Okay.
or
Phew.
Beyonce or
Oh yeah.
uh, Billie Eilish, or I'm trying
People
to
will
think of
be
like,
saddened by any of those, and then they'll realize that I'm still here, and then
yeah.
they'll be okay.
All right,
But
one of the big A-listers is gonna have an unfortunate parting.
right, not an A+ lister like myself. So,
No,
because if that would happen, then this would be the show right there.
no, nobody wants that. No, make it stop. Make it
Go
stop.
away. Okay. All right. So
hmm
we got an unexpected
Who are the big
icon.
ones? Who are the big ones?
Uh,
Like the big ones that would be like, oh, I
I
mean,
don't.
unexpected. Like we
Oh
lost
man, I don't want to predict one. I'm still like reeling from Betty White not making it to 2022. Look,
100% like terrible. But every
that was
year
the
we're like,
worst
Betty White's still
afternoon
here.
ever.
It's
Oh,
it's it's like
oh,
the Mick Jaggers
Betty.
and the Betty Whites, like
No,
they're gonna
Lord,
outlive us all.
no,
Like we make those jokes because everybody's
no.
expecting it. I mean, unexpected. I mean, tragedy. I mean, the words "taken too soon"
Yes.
will come from this loss.
Jeez. Okay. All right. Well, at least it's not an A+ lister like me. Okay.
No,
All right. Well, we'll figure it out. I don't want to wish death upon anyone.
no. Definitely
Yeah.
not wishing death. I'm just saying we're about to get hit hard as a
Mm.
culture. We're gonna go, no, not okay, not okay. This will be like the Marilyn Monroe or something, like something big.
Okay. Moving right along. There's weird stuff going on in my
All right.
apartment.
Here you
All right.
go. The Republican Party will split.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with that one. So far, you're on the money.
I think they will split. If you know your history or you've watched Omid Learns,
Yeah, I have.
when we talk about the political parties going up and people, talk about when Abraham Lincoln came in, we know that the Republican and Democratic Party were about 50-50.
Hmm.
And then the idea of slavery came about, and half of the Democratic Party was waving around these Confederate flags going, heck no, we're Democrats, we love slavery. And half of them went, I don't think so.
Yep.
And voted with the Republican Party
Hmm.
to out half of them. So
Yep.
anytime someone's like, "Oh yeah, Democrats for the slavery party," I'm like, "No, they were all voted out. Like
Hmm.
we've moved on." And then so you have this bigger group that was all for Abe Lincoln and everything happening, and then that group started dividing back into the political parties once they ousted that. I think we're going to see the current political Republican Party move from a true conservative party
Hmm.
versus this religious Republican Party. And I think true
Which.
conservatives are going to start going, I can't take it anymore. I'm about government staying out of my business. I'm about regulation. I'm about this. And the praise Jesus
Hmm.
uh, political movement will be treated the way that the uh, pro-slavery Democrats were back in Abe
Mm,
Lincoln's day. So
mm.
we will see this
The
flag
J6ers.
waving part of the party split off. We'll see a grouping, and then in 10, 20 years, we'll see the new America start dividing up again.
The J6ers, as I like to call them. Those
J
are the people.
Sixers.
Those are the people that were there on January 6th.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the
that's definitely the
J6ers.
part that'll be ousted, and
Hmm.
you'll have some what I would say true conservatives go, yeah, we're not okay with this.
Word
I
up. I'm
I
down
think
with
we'll see
that.
that.
Okay, so far, man, you have not. You're batting like King Griffey Jr. in a home run
What I
derby.
do?
Okay,
Big mall names going down.
what?
Who did you? So
J.C.
we
Penney's,
already done. Sears already
Sears,
done. So who's left?
Montgomery Ward.
Gap,
No,
Abercrombie.
Dillard's. Dillard's
Who
is
who are the
still
other
a.
ones?
Um,
We're gonna start losing them. They're about to go.
where are they gonna go?
Away.
Food. The food people are going
Sure,
away.
all of it.
Come again. Come
Orange
again.
Julius is gone.
What?
Who else is left? The Cinnamon. Cinnamon's gonna have to
Um,
hold on to somebody and pray.
they're holding on to
Um,
Slotskys right now.
mhm.
That's
who,
exactly what
who
they're
else are
doing.
the big name mall names? Um,
Corn dog on a stick because they had the
sure.
cheese
Yep.
corn dog bar, and they're gone now. That's sad.
AE American Eagle.
Yeah, I'll
Not
never
gonna
go shop
last.
there. You know,
Sure, but those big names that were primarily in shopping malls that
yeah,
required foot traffic, everything,
like
they're
Champs,
going.
like foot stores, Champs,
Yeah,
Foot
they're
Lockers.
going to go the way of Blockbuster and not realize that the Netflix is showing up, and they're going to miss out on the online adventure and not be able to keep up.
Yeah, like because Kmart is down to its last 3 stores in the
Yeah.
United States. There's
Mhm.
only 3 left. 3 people are holding on. I don't know where they're getting their products from to run their
Well, they're
store.
running it like a mom and pop, just like it's a small store. So they're probably probably not doing well because they probably have some old regulations in there. But I mean, if I was running a Kmart at this point, I would mix things up and I would treat it like my own store at a mom and pop and be like, all right, what would I do if I had a brand new store
Mhm.
named Kmart, and how would I go? That's the only way they can think.
Yeah,
If they keep trying to
live
keep
Kmart.
going the way they were before, live
Yeah,
Kmart, it's not going to happen.
yeah, I agree. I think they need to come with something, maybe incorporate like OnlyFans studio rental space in there or something. Might be a market for that. You know, never know, never know. But
OnlyFans Kmart. Attention Kmart shoppers. We've got a blue light special.
hey, right now, live action, $4.95 per viewer. If somebody starts that idea, I will sue the shit out of you because we have it here recorded and you're watching. Anyway,
Mark the
rolling on.
tape, dude. Mark the tape.
I
All right,
get.
rolling on.
Where is it? 1837.
Yep.
All
All
right.
right. Final one of
Final one.
my quick first series of Nostradamus making predictions. There's a significant number of people alive today that were around when we had 49 and 48 states.
Really?
Absolutely. Hawaii didn't show up till like the 50s.
Oh, so my parents were around. I'm
Mhm.
gonna call my mom and ask her about that.
Yeah.
I wonder how did they struggle when they had to learn the new Hawaii? Wonder how
For
they
sure.
tell.
Or when they had to update the flags and all that. So you got to remember that we've got a lot of um, uh, territories that are U.S. controlled, like Puerto Rico,
Woo,
Guam,
woo,
D.C.
woo.
There are
Shout outs
plenty
to
of
DC.
other areas that are virtual states that are respected like states that people in Puerto Rico can go to Florida and work, and they don't have to show different ID. It's part of the U.S.
I agree.
And I think it is very, very soon that we're going to see some one-ups on our flags.
Oh, that'd be so sweet. That'd be so sweet. You know what kind of trouble that's gonna cause if you do that?
Oh, it's going to be
Oh,
people that are like, it's been 50 states for 300 years. I'm like, no, dude, it's been
no,
50
no.
states for like 50 years. And even in that time, we've had territories. Like Hawaii's pretty new to us. And then there's Guam over there. So that could be another one right there. Alaska's pretty new to us.
Mm.
And even if you look at Texas, the Republic of Texas that had the right to secede, Texas couldn't become their own country again. But what Texas has the right to do is actually split into 5 states.
Hell yeah, we're gonna have the state of Lord Omie D,
Mm-hmm.
and then the rest of the other states. Let's do
Correct.
it.
So
Woo!
even if Texas is like, we're going to secede, all that's doing is making it 54 states instead of 50.
Yeah, but like I cannot wait. I can already hear the stupid comments from people. My granddaddy fought in World War II, and there's 50 stars on the flag.
There were 48 in World War II.
No, you're lying, mister.
Pay
Okay.
attention,
Yeah.
World War veteran.
Somebody is always they not. It's never the veterans that say stupid shit. It's
No.
always the people who didn't go to didn't serve in the country, and just ended up being president somehow. So it just
Oh, my shins. Oh, my shins.
yeah, it's so bad. I can't walk.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
let me
funny.
see here.
Hey,
You
man,
guys are horrible.
walk, it's fine.
Anyway, so
Let
that's
him not
good.
walk.
Like
Let him not walk.
so far, you went. What was that? 7 for 7.
I think
8 for
so,
8.
for
7 for
sure.
7. I believe that.
52 for 52.
Yeah. You are right now 100%. I agree. A lot of big name malls are going to go down. The only one that's going to be shaky is the big name icon. I think
Big name icon.
you left yourself some room in there because you didn't put a timestamp on it. But
I'll go this year. Let's go this year.
oh, you go this year.
I'll go this year. All these are this year. That's why I have this last one, 2024. In the split of the Republican Party, I was like, at least start to this year. We'll start to see that split. I think 2024 we'll finally see evidence of the split, and then when they realize that they can't win together, that they're going to divide and say, hey, we've just got to start over and go. So these are
be the Trump
2022. Yeah, that'll get washed out because there's no foundation for it, and it won't last because it's reliant on what one person's saying, not a foundation of beliefs, and that's why I think it won't last. You got to stick with like a true conservative mindset, which, to be completely fair, I totally get into. But when they start adding of the religion and the opinions and everything, I'm like, what happened to separation of church and state? Like, let's do that. That's in the Constitution. Let's stay there. And I'm all for that, and that's what I want to see myself.
Yeah, I agree. Look, it's been a very interesting time. I think you have some great predictions, and I'm looking forward to finding out if they come true. Like I said, I think
not all of them. I don't
them,
want to lose a big icon, but I just think we're going to. It's gonna be a sad day.
We have to. There's somebody, and it's someone we're like not expecting. Someone that's been maybe like great for a long time in history, and then they're going to be
short time. No, I'm talking about short timers.
I was like, hey, I just like I'm a superstar. I mean, like, yeah, but you said no A+ celebrities like me, so I think we're good. So on that note, make sure y'all go to podcastfarms.com, sign up, show us some support, show us some love, and we'll be back with you next week for another episode. Thank you, lucky stars, because the freaking computer held up. I don't know what the hell that problem was, but look, I'm
pushing buttons on my computer.
Do it.
DJ Omie D.